What's this? It's Spyro, the dragon. Ooh.
Indeed. We're back at it again with Ripto's Rage.
Yep, I was playing a bit of Year of the Dragon in my off time, but
Wow, what a nerd.
we are in the Year of the Dragon.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this, because, Toys for Bob did going independent, Bobby Kotick being ousted
Oh,
from
I've got even more great news on the Toys for Bob thing.
Oh, what's up?
So Toys for Bob recently announced that they are working on a new game with Microsoft. They just finished signing paperwork to agree to work together again.
Is it a brand new IP?
We don't know yet. It could be a brand new IP, or it could very much just be they're making another Spyro game.
What if what if they end up making a new Banjo game?
I would totally be down for them having the reins at a Banjo game if Rareware isn't interested. And I know Rareware is
Well, I mean,
interested. Like people who work there have announced they are.
yeah, well, the thing is, the people who worked for Rareware that made the Banjo series no longer work for Rareware. They're Platonic.
Yep, fair enough. I mean, but other people who work for Rareware nowadays have made it clear they are interested. Oh, is the kitty cat there?
No, my sister's looking for Bean.
Oh, okay.
I think he's under my bed.
So I know this is my favorite like level entrance. Just like standing on a rock overlooking a massive pit. That's just so cool.
Yeah.
It's so
I like
unnecessary.
Yeah. I like these funky little satyr dudes.
I don't like their faces. I like their original designs more.
What did they look like? Let's find out.
They're a little less detailed, I think, than the fawns in Fracture Hills. Oh. Yeah, these guys, I think I need to there we go. Ah.
Oh yeah, I like their design, their original design.
Yeah, I agree. The original design has like so much dumb little charm to it.
Yeah, and it's like really. I think a big chunk of it is how low poly it is. Like their nose is just the geometry coming to a point.
Yeah. I'll say this: not all the designs in Reignited are created equal.
Yeah.
Which I think is the saddest part, you know, that some designs look great and some look kind of like whatever, passe.
Yeah. Like the uh, the electric things, the electrols.
Yeah.
That that's that's not a good upscaling in my opinion.
It's not nearly as adorable as their original design.
Yeah, I think a big aspect of it is that the way their design makes them look like they're wearing a latex suit, and also their glasses were the same size, like both lenses were the same size, whereas in the original, it was because of the low poly nature of it, you could imagine that they were just basically like sheep people, and their glasses were different sizes, which gave them a little bit more character.
Yeah. I'll say this. As I said, some not all designs are created equal, and I think a big part of that is the fact that the games were very rushed.
Here's the question:
Yeah.
if um if they ended up just releasing the remakes of each game individually, would you pay full price for each one?
That's a hard question because these games did not release at full
Uh,
price.
there's gems right behind you.
I know. I want to get that first.
Oh.
It's a little more annoying to get to, so I figured, dang it. Oh, or am I supposed to go at it from there? I think I'm supposed to go at it from there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so the Reignited trilogy came out at like a nice $40. So
oh, but like if each individual get like if a Spyro 1 remake came out, a Spyro 2 remake, a Spyro 3 remake, like all basically instead of bundling all three games into one, it was uh, an individual game. Would you pay $60 for it?
for each one,
Each one individual, like they wouldn't come out all at once. It would be like the first one, and then like a year later, Ripto's Rage would come out, and then like a year later, Dawn of the Dragon would come out.
Ripto's Rage
No, no, I'm asking.
for like the next games or like these games.
Not, if okay, if it was exactly like this, exactly as the Reignited remake, if instead of it being released as the Reignited trilogy, it was Reignited like Spyro 1 Reignited, Spyro 2 Reignited, like instead of all three being bundled together, and they each came out individually.
I might do it for 40. I'm gonna be honest. For 40 each, maybe. I could eat that.
Okay, and they wouldn't all come out at once. It would be a like this like Spiral 1 would come out, and then a year or so later, Ripto's Rage would come out, and a year or so later, the third one would come out.
I think the thing that would make that an easier sell if it was if like each was a little slightly higher quality. Because as I said,
Yeah,
they are all a little rushed in some way. Spyro 1's the one that got the most legwork. I'm not even gonna lie.
that's fair.
If you get to Spyro 3, they kind of suck the personality out of like all the baby dragons. Kind of a necessity. They reuse like a lot of the same models. Like even the original game still have that issue. But it's way more noticeable in Spyro 3. Which I think is a bit of a Debbie Downer, but I get why, because they were really pushing the their scheduling at that point.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh, this is just the crocodile game from from Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, but this is a little more obnoxious. Hunter's a cheat. His AI is better than
Better than before.
I mean, his AI was always like really really cheap, even in the original.
Is it like first to 10?
Yeah. Okay. Then he makes you do it again, but it's now to 15, and I think he's a little faster.
That's bullshit.
I never beat this challenge as a kid. This is my roadblock to 100%. Thankfully, you can cheat a little like that because you're shorter than him. There you go. Dang it. Okay.
So how was your day?
It's been good.
That's
Come on,
good.
come on. There we go. Ah, fuck. He's ahead of me now. Like I said, his AI has a better view of the arena than you do.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, you almost stole that.
Oh, that is the way to do it. Oh, I watched more of X-Men '97.
I, I still need to see that, but also there's other things that are just finished Monk, and I just started a new series.
Oh yes, what's that new series, by the way?
You're really good.
It is Sight.
Don't fuck with my heart like that.
You know, Sean and Gus.
I was literally I was very close to just going. Don't fuck with me. Don't pull on my heartstrings like that.
No, no, no. I spent the whole day watching DuckTales. Ooh, woo.
That is still a very catchy theme song. Like I just like
It is.
yeah like
It's such a good. I watched the full first season. I really really liked the pilot. How there was this guy who was just too stubborn to die, and he was suffering from gold fever.
I know I know you're doing the original.
I know, I know. I should watch the original though.
The original still holds up. The movie is great.
Oh, I know. I know. I remember watching the original.
Fair enough.
So yeah, before today, I had only ever seen the Ducktales pilot, the new Ducktales. What was it, like 2020,
2017.
2017? Okay, I'd only watched the 2017 Ducktales pilot, which is just 2 episodes.
Three
The first one
episodes, I
being
think.
no, it was 2. The first one being them going to the mansion, and then they have to deal with the ghost pirate, the headless man horse, and the Deus Excalibur.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and then after that is they go to find Atlantis.
Okay.
That's what the pilot was, and that's all I had seen. Because when I watched it, I was like, huh, this is really good. I should watch this. And I didn't. Until today. And
Oh.
it's pretty good.
Yeah. Good to hear. Yeah, so that's Catherine Tate as Magica Dispel, as I'm sure you noticed immediately.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I already knew that because, like, that was one of the things you said to get me to finally watch it. It was like, come on, it's got David Tennant and Catherine Tate. I was like, I do like David Tennant and Catherine Tate.
I mean, that's what got you to watch the Doctor Who 60th anniversary, so.
That's what got me to watch Doctor Who again. Like, not just the 60th anniversary.
Fair enough.
That got me back into Doctor Who. And I'm glad to have gotten back into Doctor Who because I quit after the first episode of the 12th Doctor because I was so disappointed by the end of the 11th Doctor. Like the entire final season of the 11th Doctor was just so bad, and it had been bad for a while. Like the good episodes had becoming fewer and fewer, far between.
It's heartbreaking because it's mostly influenced by like real world politics within the BBC at the time.
Yeah. So then when I finally watched the 12th Doctor earlier this year, I didn't realize that the 12th Doctor only has 3 episodes that are bad, and one of them was his first episode.
Fair enough.
The 3 episodes of the 12th Doctor that I would say are categorically bad are his first episode, because it really does not establish who he is.
Kind of more what he isn't.
Yeah, it's not a good establishing episode for a new Doctor. Because if you look at Ten's first episode, that was a really good episode, and 11's first episode, I would say, is probably the best new Doctor episode.
Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, come on. There we go.
But the 12th Doctor's was just bad.
It kind of was just a return to like what worked with 11, you know?
Yeah, well, the main issue I have with it is that it really doesn't do anything to establish who Capaldi's doctor is. Like 10's introduction and 11's introduction did a really good job showcasing the kind of doctor that Tennant and Matt Smith would be. Um, yeah, the other two bad episodes of 12 I'd say are Kill the Moon and the forest one. The forest one is just nothing happens, and it has the really shitty moral of mental illness is actually a superpower, so go off your meds.
I always forget that's like the moral of that episode because whenever I think of it, I'm like, that's just the one where they just sort of sit around for like an hour and a half an hour, and that just saves the day itself. And then I'm like, oh right, it does have that whole other thing going on.
Thanks.
What's the other one that's really bad? Oh, Kill the Moon. Yes.
Yeah, Kill the Moon, because it's a really, really bad abortion analogy that is kind of pro-life. Because the people of the Earth do choose to kill the moon, and then Clara, who has the least amount of stakes in this, overrides their choice to keep the moon alive.
Yeah.
Like, yes, she lives on Earth, but this is also Earth 30 years in the future. So, it's not, it maybe, and she didn't know she wasn't gonna live that long. So it shouldn't have been, it shouldn't, but yeah, no, it wasn't Clara's choice to do it. And they vilify
Oh.
they vilify the woman who has no kids for not having kids, basically. It's just really bad. Oh my god, that person died.
Sorry. I had to remove another spam message.
Oof.
They're getting really aggressive.
On Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a favorite level of mine. But it's also one of those ones I'm just gonna speed through real quick because I have to come back for it.
Oh no. Those guys. I fucking hate those guys.
Eh. I mean, I get what they're aiming for with the episode. It being a very obvious return to one of Matt Smith's previous episodes and the moral of it.
Yeah, but it didn't do a
As good a
job.
job, you know. It even has like the whole thing where like the doctor bows out and like the companion has to make the choice. And they do that, and it's like there's something about like returning to it that's just not as strong.
Yeah, Kill the Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The other
I
one
think,
being the Space Britain.
yeah, that one was way better because there was like because that one was a very difficult choice, and they had like made the choice, but it also set up that everything was going like it had the breadcrumbs to for them to figure out that things would be fine.
Yes.
Clara had no reason to think that saving the moon wouldn't, or letting the moon hatch wouldn't destroy the Earth.
Yeah. Which I think is like just a sign that it's like the episode's a little half baked. I think another rewrite could have helped it.
Yeah.
It does do the whole thing where like the spiders show up for like the first half just to fill space.
Yeah. And also, a lot of stuff doesn't make sense. Like the whole thing about like, oh, the gravity is changing because the thing inside is growing, but like presumably it would still have the same amount of mass because the thing inside, if it's an egg, it's growing from feeding on the yolk, basically. So it would assume it has the same mass.
To be fair, I get the feeling that was written in to avoid the fact that they were using sets. Low budgets and all that.
I know. But they could have had it all take place on a. They could have had it take place on a moon base that has artificial gravity.
Fair enough. There are obvious ways to like fix it, I think.
Or just say that it's got a like have it be like if we're on the moon, then why does the gravity not feel like the moon? It's like, this space or this moon base has an artificial gravity field that extends 2 miles diameter from the base. Boom. There you go. It doesn't fuck with the shit.
Speaking of the moon,
Yeah, the moon theme.
from DuckTales, yep, they bring even that back, and it's great.
We should definitely play the DuckTales remake on the channel at some point.
Yeah, but that's like one of those things where you have to have a PS3 and you have to have a copy of it, a physical copy, which is like impossible to get your hands on.
Was it a PS3 exclusive?
It was, I believe.
I don't think that sounds right.
It was either it was probably PS3 and Xbox 360. But like the physical copies are super hard to get, you know? Because it's not available on any other platform now.
The DuckTales HD remaster. Wii U.
Oh, it's on Wii U?
I could get it. I do have a Wii U. Let's see. It's on Steam.
It
15
is?
$15.
I always heard that was like one of those like system locked things. Really?
DuckTales remaster on Steam, $15.
Oh, that's insane. Okay, you know, I take back everything I said a moment earlier. Turns out it is available on modern systems.
Yeah, I was about to say that really did not sound right, since that's definitely not a first-party series. Like, that's definitely not a first-party game, so it didn't seem like it would be the kind that has an exclusivity.
Well, no, I mean, like, it never got ported to anything outside of, like, the HD Xbox and PlayStation. Like, I'm actually super surprised to hear that it was on the Wii U of all things, because that was, like, what, 2010? That was before the Wii U, right?
So basically what you're saying is you didn't realize it was on every console that was out when it came out.
I thought it was just those two. That's what everybody told me, and I'm like, okay. Because I never saw it anywhere else. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, yeah, maybe it's on something else, but I keep hearing otherwise.
But yeah, no, it's on Steam, $15.
Okay.
So definitely, we should do that when we finish Spyro.
Okay. I'll look into it just to make sure the Steam version's any good. Because sometimes with old games like that, they're not well ported.
Well, it's got mostly positive reviews.
Okay.
Mostly positive is just recent reviews. All reviews is very positive.
Oh, shoot. Alright, we're gonna fight Gulp now. Let me check my guidebook real quick.
Oh, apparently it still has very good reviews despite having been review bombed because of Capcom.
Ah, okay. So it's a Capcom issue. Gotcha.
Well, no, people tried to review bomb it
Oh,
because
okay.
it's a Capcom game, and it did not affect its reviews at all. That's how many good reviews it has.
What is it, boy? Oh, the fair.
Who's this? Who's this purple guy?
I don't know. Some. Well, obviously he's the one that's fighting Ripto while you're off gathering treasure. Honestly, that would be a really cool game, though. Having there be a protagonist that's not you, that's doing the actual thing, and you're just following their trail to get all the treasure they're skipping. And
To be-
occasionally you have to rescue them.
Fair enough. I think people have tried that before, and like it's never positively received.
I think the way I would do it is I would have it be that they get like they get walloped by the boss, so you have to fight the boss while they're unconscious.
Okay.
That's how I do it. But like, yeah.
I hate this boss. I hate this boss.
So yeah, DuckTales was pretty funny. It had one of my favorite kind of jokes.
Which one?
It had the what was it? I sent you a message about it.
Dewey Decimal?
Yeah. I mean that one was
dang it.
pretty hilarious.
I hate this boss. He tracks way too well. Come on. There we go. Not close enough. Ah, fuck. Gulp is like the hardest boss in this entire game. Bar none. Come on. No. Fuck. Ah, fuck. There we go. Come on, give me a chicken. Come on, they're supposed to give me a chicken.
So I did like the Dewey Decimal joke. Dewey and Webby are in a library, and the librarian's like, "To find what you seek, you must decipher the secret codes." Webby's like, "I love secret codes," and Dewey's like, "I'm pretty sure it's just regular library catalog system." And she's like, "Well, if it's just regular library stuff, then why does it know your name?" And she points to a sign that says Dewey Decimal System.
I do like that. That is funny. Come on, something I can use. Boom! There we go. Something I can use. There we go. Come on, no. Oh, there we go. This is getting way too tight for its own good.
You still got 2 hits before you die.
Yeah, but Gulp is definitely one of the tighter bosses in this game.
You still got 3 hits before you die. 4 hits. You're at full health.
I mean, that's because they gave me 2 chickens in a row. There we go.
Those were bottles.
Those are chickens.
Pretty sure they were bottles.
Well, they were chickens.
Oh, not in the book. It burns.
Spyro, you did it!
Whoa, Laura, where'd you come from?
I was just outside the castle in Autumn Plains. The castle is now free again. There's no sign of Ripto.
She's behind it.
You've been around. The creatures of Avalar are finally starting to get a
Wait, did you beat the game?
Yeah, but she's behind it. She knows something. I was just outside the entire time watching. Ugh.
It's not much, but we hope you like it.
Oh, wow, this is great.
And then she offers you a chair, an umbrella.
I'd like to, but I've got to
How
check on the professor.
evil
He's still trying to
How
figure out the
deceptive.
so he can send you home.
Oh, that sounds
could they?
interesting.
Oh yeah, and you are using the Spyro overlay, right?
For a while and soak up a few
Yes.
rays.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's still the avatars I've been using for Crash, but
I better
it's
Ah,
the
that's
background that's different.
That's fine. They are good avatars.
Yeah. If we ever do like Spyro 3, I'm definitely making like definitely new ones for sure.
I think I've finally come up with a way to access the Dragon worlds from the super portal. This power crystal should give us the extra boost that we need. Just a few more calculations to set it up. I think I have it. Excellent. Everything is finally ready. We're going to need a lot more orbs, but with the power crystal boosting it, the super portal should work again.
Oh,
Oh no, Alora, how could you?
So, you thought you had gotten rid of me. Well, I'm afraid not. I persuaded that fat bear Moneybags to sell me a few bombs.
See, I told you Moneybags was in league with him.
Don't even try it, book boy, or you'll be the world's smartest pile of ashes. This is just what I need for a new scepter.
Hunter, do something quick!
Hey, give that back.
they've
Why don't you
ruined the
actually-
joke a little.
Well, I tried.
What? I don't remember what the original was.
In the original, he doesn't even try. He just stays sitting there and goes, "Hey, give that back."
To rename this place Riptonia.
in this one, he at least tries a little, which is, it's its own kind of joke, you know. I remember, like, until like a week before launch, they were still using all the they were using like the prototype banner for those flags until like the last minute.
He's stolen our new
Oh,
power
wow.
crystal for-
Yeah, those flags used to just be pictures of Ripto's concept art. It was bad.
Well, Spyro,
That sounds hilarious.
the head bash move.
Forgive me for skipping through a little dialogue.
that's
Bad
fine.
habit.
That's fine.
I played through these games so many times. Like my bad habit is just to like do a skim and then go, yeah, I get you, and then just do it. So I got the head bash. Yay! It really does look. Penguins of Madagascar. Was that Skipper? Yeah, that's my that was cold. That was not a good one.
I don't even know where you. I don't even know what you were doing with that joke.
Yeah, look, it's the penguins of Madagascar.
Clearly, they're the Porgs from Star Wars. You remember the Porgs? Everyone loves the Porgs.
The Porgs are
They're
so
alien-
stupid.
I love the reason why they even exist, though. It's because the island they filmed that the Luke stuff is an island that is full of puffins or puffins, and so they had to come up with the Porgs because they just couldn't get rid of the puffins.
They also weren't legally allowed to shoo them away. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, because they were like protected or something.
Yeah, that
So so they had to just CG over the CG over them.
which is fine. I think that's a clever way to work around it. But also it's kind of funny.
Well, it's some consolation that you've collected so many orbs. My high-tech portal here will take you to Cloud Temple.
So this is the area of the game where they require you to have orbs, which which I get, I like, but at the same time I'm a little like, you could have made me require orbs a bit more often, you know?
Yeah. This is like in Banjo-Kazooie where you need like 90 jiggies to it, you need a total of 90 jiggies to get to the final boss.
No,
But then again, in Banjo-Kazooie, the jiggies are really well placed and it kind of meant to motivate you to clear each level.
I mean, I can go face Ripto right now. I think I have enough.
All right, Spyro.
Well, yeah, but there's so many more levels.
Yeah, I know. There's only like 40 orbs, which I think is like a mistake because it's super easy to get like way more than that like really early. Side note, favorite secret right here.
Of course there's a secret in the waterfall.
I'm not in the waterfall, but
Secret tunnel.
secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. So I've been watching a lot of Avatar stuff as well.
Not fair enough. Avatar and DuckTales. Okay, since you watched season 1 of DuckTales, what was your favorite episode?
That's really hard. I watched them all today, so there's no recency bias that I can lean on.
I like the House of Lucky Gander. That's a good one.
Oh, that's the casino one?
Yes, that's the one where they introduce Gladstone.
I think my favorite is probably the Scrooge's birthday.
Yes, the murder mystery birthday party. Where
Yeah,
they just
where-
invite all of his villains.
Yeah. So I could tell, I called it immediately that Scrooge made himself disappear so that he wouldn't have to fucking be a part of the party. But it was still really fun to watch.
Alright, it's a good one. Another episode I really like is the is the Kelpie one, the Mystic
The
Druid
golf.
Cup.
Yeah, the episodes I didn't care for were the ones with Gizmo, the Gizmo duck.
There are like how many
There's
episodes
like
of Gizmo Duck?
3. There was like 3 about him.
Yeah, that was I'm trying to remember because I always thought those were like season 2. I thought they saved him for season 2.
No, the first one is the one with the self-driving car. The second one is the one where he has to,
There we go.
where he starts working for,
Mark Beeks.
yeah.
Okay.
Who, by the way, is a really good villain, because they capture the sliminess that is tech CEOs really well.
Yeah.
And I love that he literally just does the same scam that Sam Bankman-Fried did, except he had an out.
He was smart enough to at least have an out, and that's the important bit.
Which makes him slightly smarter than Sam Bankman-Fried.
I went to the wrong world. I was supposed to do the other one.
Yeah. So basically, it's a Ponzi scheme. You say that you have something really, really cool and get people to invest in it. You pay off the old investors with the new investors' money as your money grows and grows and grows. And then it all fell apart for Sam Bankman-Fried because eventually too many people were withdrawing their money. You know, they were cashing out, and he didn't have enough money to pay them. You know, that's how a Ponzi scheme works. In DuckTales, the dude hired someone to steal his nothing project so that he could make a press release, be like, "Oops, it got stolen. Sorry, we don't have the money to pay you back either, because it got stolen. So oh well."
Yeah, which is actually pretty clever, but very
Yeah.
cartoonish too, and I do not recommend anybody try that in real life.
If well, I recommend all tech CEOs attempt that. I definitely think everyone who's a tech CEO watching this channel should definitely try that.
You hear that,
You'll-
Zuckerberg? You should really do the thing that your counterpart in DuckTales did.
I don't know why, but I know that his name was originally going to be Zuckerbird, but I don't know why I thought it was going to be Duckerbird.
I mean, that's not a bad one either. Dang.
I always hated these levels, these kinds of
The speedways.
yeah.
You-
Spyro 1 has some really, really awful ones.
In Spyro 1, they're like really tight, and they do that really meme thing where they put a lot of them like in really
Obnoxious places.
really close to failure places where they're like, yeah, you can go for this one, but you're also going into like a steep dive into like water to do it. There we go.
We've been having a crime problem here in Metro Speedway, but I
Yosemite Sam.
able to help. Great.
Let's see. What do you think of Goldie? There was an episode with Goldie in it, right?
Oh yeah, I liked her.
She's fun.
Yeah.
I think all the new cast is like great. Did they introduce you to I have immediately lost track of Hunter. Oh, there it is.
To who?
Is season 1 where they introduce Goofus?
No.
Okay, they say that for season 2 then. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
No, so they introduce another villain in season 2. You know, for fun.
Season 2 the one where they have a full Darkwing Duck episode?
No, that. Yes and no. Season 3 has like a more blatant Darkwing Duck episode, but season 2 has a Darkwing introduction episode.
Okay. Well, I mean, season 1 also introduces the show Darkwing Duck.
Yes. I just need to dive into the water. Boom. I do like that animation where they just slap the water. That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
That's personality.
I'll slap your water. One thing I really like about DuckTales is that none of the a lot of the characters have, like, movement even when they're not the focus of the scene. They're really good at, like, reactions and stuff, like reacting to things being said rather than, like, just standing still, unblinking. So it really makes the characters feel like
They're there.
yeah, like they're actually there, which is also a thing that Avatar does.
One of my favorite characters is Launchpad.
Oh yeah, he is such a moron. I love him.
Okay, let's see. What do I need to do for this world? Fracture Hills
Shady
and
Oasis.
Shady Oasis. Okay, and the other speedway. I also need to go back to World 1 and do that speedway too, but this one first. I can skip this.
Yeah. What was Magica's niece named? Because I don't remember her name.
I want to say Lisa, but I know that's wrong. Oh. I just watched that episode.
Oh well. I like her. She's cool.
Oh, she's a great character. She's like definitely like one of those characters that I really hope they continue. bringing back into like later stuff.
I mean, she's currently possessing Webby's shadow to persist on after her death. Oh, right. One of the things I really fucking loved was the dream sequence.
Dream sequence. Which one?
They're trying to find the dime in the secret vaults, and so they open one of the doors and like she gets it, and then Magica like becomes corporeal and turns Webby into a doll, which then gets incinerated. And then it turns out that was a dream sequence because what was inside the door was actually a cursed dream catcher that was mentioned earlier in the episode.
Oh yes, that's a good one.
That was terrifying.
Oh yeah, I could, some of the imagery in like those episodes is really good. It's really worth it.
Oh yeah.
I really hate that I have to like push those guys into lava because they like barely budge.
Yeah, I was about to say they could have made them go further back with each hit.
Yeah. It's one of my problems with this game, though this is not much of a problem, I want to say this right now, is that at times they follow the geometry and like movement of the original Spyro a bit too tightly.
Fair.
Because the movements tweaked between all three games, kind of like Crash 3 and Crash 2 and 1. And while they move everything over, some of the geometry and like movement from Spyro 1 does not match with Spyro 2 and 3. They find a nicer balance, I think. Like in Spyro 1, charging is way more of a drift, which works for that game, but not so much for its sequels. What?
You know, you should draw Spyro doing the Akira drift.
Doing a what drift?
The Akira drift.
Oh,
Motorcycle?
oh, the motorcycle.
Yeah,
God, I haven't seen that movie in years. I didn't hear you say Akira.
yeah, no, you should draw Spyro doing the Akira drift.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, just him like sliding on the because it is such an influential shot composition. Like there are so many shows that reference it.
Oh, absolutely. Have you ever seen the Akira movie?
Once a long time ago. I've been meaning to watch it again. It's really fucked up.
I watched it during COVID. That tree has no roots to connect to. This is rock and steel.
Get it together, game designers. I sure hope someone was fired for that blunder.
Come on, let me skip. There's only one more satyr left. Yeah, I'm sure we'll find him.
So growing up, I always thought that that satyr was pronounced satire.
Like satire?
Yeah, I thought that's how it was pronounced.
You know, fair enough.
It was one of those things I had always seen written but never heard spoken until I was in middle school when when the class was doing reading Percy Jackson.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was one of those like class readings where like every like every like page or two someone else reads like out loud.
Oh, that I always liked those. My teachers hated me because I was always willing, because I always put in like the effort.
Yeah.
And they never liked that because they always preferred it when like the people who didn't talk so much were willing to do it.
Yeah, I wish that people put in more effort when I was in middle school do the readings, like, you know, do voices and shit. But, like, I understand, because, you know, that kind of shit would be cringe as fuck.
Fair enough.
Like,
I do get why people were often like nervous about like doing performances in like classes.
yeah.
You don't want to look like you're cringe in front of your classmates, and a lot of people, even like cool people,
Especially in middle school.
yeah, especially since like teachers. Come on,
Oh,
seriously.
I think he's stuck on the wall.
Oh, fuck off. There we go. Especially
go
since teachers like
Hold
to
on.
like pick
Did
on.
they go further back if you hit them higher?
We're gonna find out.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
not
they
mu-
do.
Just a little. Okay.
That's actually a significant amount.
Yeah, probably.
That's like 50% further.
Wow, a whole 50%.
That adds up, okay?
Fair enough. Side note, while I know it's just an effects thing, I do like that I'm using a effect mod for the acid breath,
Yeah,
and that also translates over to the speed dash too.
that's cool.
Yeah, I wonder what they wonder why. Is it like they were
Same
getting
particles.
Yeah, probably.
I think that I think that in the game, the particles for the speed are probably the same particles for the fire breath.
Oh fuck. I was supposed to make a more
What
hard
does your
turn.
fire breath look like right now?
Shoo shoo.
Oh yeah, it is. See, those are it is the same effect.
Yeah.
You notice, like the little splotches.
Yeah, it's meant to
Yeah.
be acid.
Yeah, and it's the same. So, in the original, it's because it's the same effect.
Yeah.
It pulls the same textures.
That I can believe that. It's very noticeable when like the camera pulls out a little.
And also when you have a mod to change it.
Yeah, fair enough. Dang it.
Oh.
Okay, I have to bring it
You gotta
full around.
Yeah, you gotta stay on the path.
So what I gotta do is I wanna have to do like a full turn, and it's a difficult turn because it's a really tight one unless you like. There we go.
Nice. Oh, you got them too fast. They didn't scatter all over. Make it more satisfying to get.
Yeah. But I can live with it.
Can you?
I'll just pretend it was the one I want, you know. I'll just replace it in my memory. Like, oh, wow, that really was like a satisfying gem shatter, you know.
Yeah, if you want to lie.
I lie to
Lock
myself
yourself
daily.
in your minions, you can say that you're having a qualm. I like Hunchback of Notre Dame. So, we are recording this, like, way later than we normally do because I had to finish DuckTales. The finale was great.
Oh yeah, the finale is great. The Shadow War.
And also the episode before that.
Oh yeah, I love where
The Della plotline. Oh no, it's this one.
you just gotta wait for them to home in on him, and then they become easier to manage.
I know.
Oh, fuck off! What the bullshit?
I just remember this one being complete ass.
Oh yeah, he just has to make like a left turn. It's not even that hard.
Wait a second, is this not the thing I'm thinking it was? I thought this was the one where he, like, carries something explosive.
Oh no, that's in the next game.
Oh.
That's also a nightmare. Very, very much the same vibes.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing.
Fuck, no, fuck. Ah, bitch. Just give it
Too
to
bad
me. I could do it.
Yeah, too bad you can't push them all into a corner.
Yeah, they walk back. You see them?
Yeah. You know what episode I really like about Dungeon Meshi? I like the episode where they get the golems are living gardens.
Well,
I
that's a
think
good one, yeah. And it's also the orc one. Ah, fucking.
yeah, because they sell the vegetables from the golem gardens to the orcs.
Yeah. I trapped myself with that one. I thought I was clever. There,
So
stay over there.
in the final season of Avatar: Last Airbender, one thing I really like is the whenever like all of the Iroh scenes pre invasion, because the way they're shot, they're always shot from inside of Iroh's cell, so it looks like Zuko is the one behind bars.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Those are great shots.
yeah, I love being able. I love it when like
He does a
the
double back. There we go. I knew it. There
I
we
love
go.
when the cinematography is able to convey a message
Yeah.
without like that's the kind of subtlety that I love in that show.
Fun fact: in the original game, Hunter's model is significantly darker in this particular level.
Why?
I
It's
don't know
'cause the
why.
lighting.
I don't think that's a lighting issue, but because he's surrounded by torches in the around him. I guess maybe they did that a bit, but he is noticeably like just darker.
Imagine Hunter gets smacked with one of their weapons, and you have to do all of that all over again.
Fair enough. Dungeon Meshi talk. I like the episode with the Kelpie.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's just a solid episode overall, and I love that it comes back when they bring back the sister, and she's like, where? No. Oh, fuck. No. What? There's somebody missing there.
Yeah. No, no, you see, they were just beating you up off screen. Oh, you got stuck on. You got slope locked right there.
Yep. I do
You know
like
what,
they
one of
bring
my-
it back, and and the sister's like, "Did you eat a fish, man?" And he's like, "No, sadly, I wasn't allowed to."
Yeah, those were off limits.
Chilchuck said no.
The So one thing on the topic of slope lock, one thing I really like about Dark Souls is if the game detects that you have been falling for, I believe, 12 seconds, it'll automatically kill you, and that's to stop you from getting slope locked.
Okay.
We make a great team. Here, I was gonna give this to the alchemist, but I'm a bit
Oh,
annoyed at him at the moment.
that was such a weird camera angle.
It's because we're supposed to teleport back to the room he was just in. We're supposed to teleport back to here for the challenge.
Oh, that's so weird.
Here,
Alright, well, you got everything in this level.
I can teleport.
You teleport between levels? Why haven't you been doing that?
Because I like going through the hub worlds.
Fair.
Yay! I do love the little fly and the adventure continues for the loading screen. That's cute.
Yeah.
Spyro, if Jar-
Move faster, hippo boy.
Uh,
I don't know why, but in like this level in particular, they censor one bit, and I don't at the ending, and I can't tell you why. It's the bit where like they see him eating the fruit, and he's supposed to try to blame like another hippo, but they don't do that in this one, and I have no idea why.
no clue.
Mm. It's always fun to like just go through these levels again.
Yeah.
I say completely spent.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to do this again.
So, I saw someone complaining about how in Elden Ring, Caelid is directly connected to Limgrave. Limgrave being the starting area, and Caelid being like an extremely difficult mid to high level area. Um, and they got roasted because a lot of people pointed out that that's not that unusual. I mean, Firelink Shrine led to the catacombs and New Londo without having to do anything.
Yeah,
For
true.
example, like it's not necessarily bad game design to have the option of making a beeline to the harder areas. If you get fucked because you're low level, then that's on you.
Where did my guy
And
go?
if you
Oh, I ran past him and his trigger got stuck. There we go.
yeah. And if it's like a new player, typically new players will see like way higher powerful uh enemies and be like, "Well, I probably can't do this yet." Like if you go to New Londo and you can't kill the ghost because you don't have transient curse, like that's a pretty big flag that you're not supposed to be there yet. But it's not going to stop you necessarily. You know, I
Yeah.
think having the option, giving the player the option to explore an area at their own discretion,
It's great
uh,
game design.
it is, and it also does use really good, reasonable deterrence.
Yeah. There's a lot of games that could really learn from like just how Dark Souls sets itself up.
Oh yeah, I think one really good game, Breath of the Wild had that kind sort of as well with
Lionel's.
no, the Guardians in the Central Hyrule Field that like they get more and more common and more dangerous the closer you get to the castle. You can make a beeline to the castle immediately, but also there's enough really powerful enemies that if you're a new player, it will be a strong indication that you shouldn't do that yet.
Fair enough. I hate this challenge in particular. Not because it's hard, but because it's like so bullshit. It's like, yeah, you need to get the power up late game to do this one mission, and I'm like, nothing else in this area is even close to that, you know?
Yeah. I don't even know what the fuck you were doing.
Uh, his siblings return to stone. You have to break the stone before they sink into the muck and drown.
Why were they turned to stone?
Evil witch. Yeah, I know. Not exactly the world's most breathtaking plot line.
Do they always land in the same spot each time, or is it sort of RNG?
I don't
If
know.
it is RNG, would it be possible to abuse the RNG to get it without having to get the power up if it like lands close to the platform.
No, because you have to do the head bash.
Oh, I thought it was the walking on water part that you needed.
No, the walking on water part is easy. It's the head bash that you need. Because it's
Yeah,
immune to charging. There we go.
yeah, walking on water is pretty easy, but you know what's hard? Hitting things with your head.
Well, it's not water. It's kind of like acid. See, it bubbles.
I mean, that just proves the point further.
Fair enough. This is like one of my favorite levels from an aesthetic point of view, though.
Oh yeah, the walls are like the same color as the mystery jars with the green and like yellowish beige.
Yeah. Also, I just love this level, like, visually. Like, look
Yeah.
at this, it's so pretty. Like, if Magma Core was a level where I can say they half-assed it a little for time, this is a level where I can say they absolutely cut no corners.
Yeah, this is one where they full ass it.
You know.
Don't half ass two things. Full ass one thing.
As Scrooge McDuck always says, you gotta be smarter than the smarties and work harder than the hardies.
And go farther than the farties. God, I hate these chase scenes.
Would you say that Scrooge McDuck is a good role model for kids?
No. No, I would not. 'Cause he is very dangerous. What the? He just fucking moved that peacock.
Dangerous in what regard?
He gets into so much trouble.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for bringing that.
Fair enough. The most young kid heroes do.
Yeah.
Would you say he's a good role model in how he treats morals, despite being a billionaire?
Yeah. Yeah, I would, since he actually did go out and get that treasure on his own. Like, like most of his money he got on his own.
It's also important that, like, the number one dime story is, like, the thing that never changes.
Yeah. Like, even when he states that he wants to start from scratch, he still refuses to give up his number one dime.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I'd say that since a lot of his wealth is accumulated through treasure hunting in the multiverse and slaying demons and stuff, that yeah, he's probably like he didn't like exploit his workers to get that. Well, I mean, well, no, because he even employs work. He still employs
Eccentrics.
Yeah, he is the rich
Oh.
person who would who would have an artist on retainer, like, you know, as rich people should. That is the only purpose that they serve, is to bankroll artists to make shit
Fair
and
enough.
get high. Look, if some eccentric millionaire just like gave me 10K a month, and all I had to do was like paint them fucking a pineapple every like twice a year, I would do that. I'd be down for that lifestyle.
You also occasionally have to design an airplane for them.
Does it have to fly?
Not really. Nobody knows how to make it.
Yeah.
What's that whole
I-
thing with Da Vinci where it's like half of his inventions didn't work properly intentionally?
Yeah. Also, he was a lot of stuff. Like he believed that wolves staring at you could cause illness or something.
Yeah,
That was that was one of his theory or his hypotheses that he never got around to testing out.
Da Vinci's a very weird guy.
To be fair, he didn't. I don't think it was an airplane. I think it was a helicopter that he designed.
Yes, fair enough.
It was the screw.
Now, where's Hunter in this level? Could it be this way? This way? Or this way? Where do you think, kids?
There.
Over there? I don't think so. That's a snowmobile.
I'm guessing the igloo.
Yeah, fair enough.
He is taller than the igloo. He had to hunch down to fit in there.
Paragliding. You're not afraid. Great.
On a side note, I was wondering how far I would want to take that joke.
What?
I was trying to decide how far I wanted to take that joke. You know? The
No, I
over
don't.
there.
Oh, yeah, the Door of the Explorer.
Yeah. It
thought you
was
were-
tempting to go the whole thing, and then I wasn't.
I thought you were saying fry,
Oh,
not far eye.
fair enough.
God, this looks like bullshit. Is this the? Isn't this the one that you kept fucking up?
I hate this
When
one.
Yeah.
There we go. First try.
Way to go, Spyro.
What they didn't see is that we actually took like 10 attempts that you edited out.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
If you check the if you check the the audiograph, you'll see where the splice took place.
Okay, I gotta go back to this area because I did not do the speedway there.
Oh, sure you didn't.
We are an hour 10 minutes in. How far do you want to go?
How many levels do we have left to 100% the game?
After the speedways, it's 4 levels.
Ah, fuck it, let's beat the game.
Okay, tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah, none of the next levels are hard. I can just burn my way through them.
are young. So I set the world on fire. Try to get higher.
Spyro.
Aurora's
Yeah.
design is still very cute. I like
Oh,
that
yeah.
her outfit is leaves now.
Yeah. And while you do this raceway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. I will just do running commentary. And then Cinder flies through another hoop, and then another hoop, and then another hoop. And now through glowing rod thingies that I don't know how to describe. Rings? Portals? Tunnels? Dun, 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 dun. This is just one of those areas in general that I just hate. No, fuck. I was trying to cheese it a little. The raceways in Spyro 3 are better, I'm not gonna lie. And I still think the raceways in Spyro 3 are bullshit. Is that you? Welcome back.
The cats have been gaslighting us lately.
All right. They've been swapping places.
Yeah, so what they've been doing is like one of them will be causing trouble, and then and then like go hide, and then while we're trying to find it, uh, we'll sneak out, and the other will come in when our back is turned.
Looking all
And
cute and friendly.
well, there have been so many times where we thought we were talking to one cat, and it turns out we were talking to the other, because in the like 5 seconds we had our back turned, like one left and the other came in and stood exactly where the other was.
That's adorable, but also, boy, howdy.
Oh yeah, no, they have been gaslighting us.
They really make these sports fish look really ugly.
I guess now you think you're pretty good. Well, let's see if you're as good as the current champion.
Her name is Queen Finny.
All right, Spyro. Meet the course champion.
They could have done a better name.
I hate this one. This one's bullshit. It's not even a race. Just fly through the rings behind Hunter. I hate it. This one always gives me trouble. Just because it's like the course is so obnoxious and they expect you to make like really tight turns.
And that sun glare is such bullshit.
Yeah, a little, I complained so much about this game. I'm surprised people don't think I hate it. because I do love this game. This game is very good.
You have to get all of the hoops and beat her, or beat him.
No, just get all the hoops.
And what's the point of Hunter being there?
You're supposed to follow him and he's supposed to juke you out a few times.
He almost juked you out with the sun right there.
Oh yeah. God rays were a mistake.
Yeah, so much bloom.
That's actually something that they did in Spyro Dawn of the Dragon to cover up the fact that the engine was basically held together by twigs and dreams.
Hey, there was a few bits of chewed gum in there too.
Great job.
They removed the orb bounce. That's the greatest sin, though. Okay, I think that's all the rest. Oh, that's all the prior worlds.
Yeah.
100%, 100%. There we go. Back to Winter Tundra.
Alright, so I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom again. I started a new file.
Okay,
And I've, apparently there's a new dupe that's out, which is not that difficult to pull off. And it is way faster than any of the other dupes
Alright.
that I've used.
Hold that thought. We have a choice.
Yeah.
We've got Mystic Marsh, Cloud City, Robotica Farms, and Metropolis. Take your pick.
I cannot choose.
Then we're gonna go with Mystic Marsh.
Cool.
Now tell me about your Zelda dupe.
Okay, there's a new dupe which involves getting eaten by a but like on a specific frame, in order to basically tie your culling with the like. So then when you leave the area and stops aggroing, Link gets culled at the same time the like does. So next up, you have to go to your horse, preferably before Link gets culled, and then switch to the recall rune, and then watch a memory. Because when you exit out of a memory, very briefly, Link isn't culled again. Link's not culled. So you have a few seconds, and that's why you need the recall, so that you can get the frame rate better, because he won't be culled while he's in recall mode. So the trick you gotta do is you have to drop an apple you have to hold an apple at the same frame Link gets culled, so that it falls to the ground and your horse eats it. That way, you're holding a non-existent apple. So then, when you drop the apple, and after the horse eats it, and then get on the horse to tie your culling to the horse, so that you can actually move around. Once you do that, you hold 5 apples, and then that'll cause the bundle to appear where you dropped the non-existent apples, and then you remove 4 of the apples while you're still holding them, and put in the items you want to dupe. That causes them to appear in the bundle. And you just gotta keep updating your held items by going into your menu, removing one, and then putting it back. And you can dupe 16 at a time, or you can dupe 4 at a time for a total of 16 every like 10 seconds or so. So it piles real fast.
That is interesting. Wow.
Yeah, but you can't pick it up. So picking it up, you have to do a side hop, and then as soon as Link lands from the side hop, you have to hold the throw button and pull up the materials menu so Link starts holding an item to throw. And while he's holding that, he can pick stuff up. Just don't throw the item, because if you do, that's gonna fuck everything up, and you'll have to start from scratch. Luckily, you can click B when you have an item ready to be thrown, to stop readying the thrown item and go back as normal. So you don't have to hold it the entire time.
Fair
It's a
enough.
little tricky to get the hang of, but once you do, it is really useful, and you can get like you can go from 1 item to 999 in about like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And it works for living materials as well, like fairies and lizards.
Well, that's a little fucked up. Just recreating life like that.
Well, the thing about if you're doing it with enemies that, or not enemies, if you do it with materials that are living, then you do have to hold the thrown, you do have to ready a thrown item the entire time, or else they'll escape before you can pick them up.
Fair enough.
And also sometimes the items get launched across the, they get launched when they spawn, so so the best place to do it is an enclosed area. Ah.
There we go. Fun fact, in the original game, it's way harder to tell what the heck this is supposed to be.
The nest?
No, the seed.
Oh.
And that does not look like a potted plant.
That's a rubber duck.
Yep. No, it's a rubber duck.
You gotta bring it to a programmer.
I hate you.
Look, it works. There's a reason why programmers have rubber ducks.
My dad used to have a statue of Kenny. That was his
Kenny from South Park?
Yeah, from South Park. Yeah.
That was his rubber duck?
Yeah, that was his rubber duck.
I think the psychological thing is that talking through a problem helps you, like hearing yourself talk about it, like helps jog the brain in a way that just pure thinking isn't able to do. If
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes...
Yeah, I get that.
God, this is a goddamn trading quest.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where's that bolt go?
It's not a bolt. It's a coin.
Oh.
Just
Oh, and a
little
wishing fountain.
Yeah. And it gives me a pencil.
Which you have to bring to an artist.
Oh, speaking of trading quests, you started Paper Mario this week, and I had to do
Yeah.
the trading quest for that recently.
Oh boy.
It's not bad, but it is because they do give you direction. But at the same time, it's a little obnoxious and like, hey, can you go to like the same person you just went to and give them this again?
Oof.
And they make you do that like 5 times, and I hated it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
My sister got me a 2-liter of Fanta yesterday.
Fanta?
Yeah, orange.
Mm. Do you remember the Fanta girls?
Want the Fanta? Don't you want the
Fanta?
Fanta? Of course I do. I think about it every time I drink. I think about that song every time I drink a Fanta.
It's such a
Which
good
is effective
song.
marketing.
Yeah.
You know what's a great song?
What?
The
What?
oh, sorry. The Don Carnage song.
Don Carnage.
Yeah,
That is a fun one. Yeah.
it's really catchy.
I don't remember what it is now, which is the part of the problem because like
Look it up whenever you're done.
the DuckTales song is just so much better, you know?
Yeah, I think my favorite DuckTales song is the Moon theme.
That's fair. That is such a good one. I really wanted to like rewatch all of DuckTales with you. That's why I was constantly badgering like, what episode are you on right now?
Yeah, because the place you're watching and the place I watch it have them listed differently.
The one you're watching is like the release order, but like I'm watching it on like the
Production
order, yeah, or at least the originally intended production order. A lot of people have complained in the past about how like Disney screwed over the first season of DuckTales because they front loaded it with a lot of the really patience testing episodes. The ones that were like kid focused with like Webby and Dewey and crew.
Yeah.
You know, which isn't bad, but like
I wonder if this kangaroo is related to Sheila.
no, hopefully not. Also, they're raccoons in the original, I believe.
Wow. Fly motherfuckers. You're not even gonna laugh at my Sly Cooper joke? No, you don't get to laugh now. You missed your chance.
I was like trying to think what you were saying, but I was like slime motherfuckers.
Oh, god damn it. My sister's calling me. Hold on.
Oh, you need me to pause? So these guys are kangaroos now, but I believe they were meant to be like raccoons in the original. Or more obviously raccoons. I always see videos of people who just like chase these guys endlessly, and I'm like, why are you doing it that way? Do it the sensible way. Chase them a bit on foot, and then use the flame breath. That's how I do it. But I catch them reliable pretty often. Welcome back.
Sorry, my sister was calling because Netflix is being a bish.
Oh, it's doing what?
Well, Netflix is doing the thing where like, oh, Netflix is already logged on 2 devices. We'll have to yes, we'll have to verify a code in order to log on to a third device because we don't allow people to share the password anymore. Well, actually, it'd be a fourth device since it's also logged on the biddies.
Oh, fair enough.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's at the maximum number of people who can watch Netflix without buying another account. God, I fucking hate that Netflix changed their policy on that.
Yeah. To be fair, password sharing was sort of becoming ubiquitous, and I get why they would change it, but at the same time, I hate that they did that.
I get why they do it. Like, I understand why they do it. It's also bullshit that they did it, considering their entire marketing campaign, when they moved to mostly doing focusing on streaming, was sharing. What was the password sharing? Like they even at one point on Twitter when someone complained about the price of Netflix, their response was, uh, "Just use someone else's password like everyone else does."
Fair enough. Record time on Mystic Marsh for me.
I wonder what the world record is.
For this game?
Well, you skipped that cutscene?
Reflex, sorry.
Now we'll never know what they were doing.
We may never know. They were doing something with that fountain. Oh god, what were they doing with that fountain? Okay. Metropolis, Cloud City,
Is Scrooge McDuck the kind of person who would steal from a wishing fountain?
No. Depends. We know he wouldn't make a wish in it. He'd probably be like malarkey. Nobody's ever wished for wealth.
Yeah.
I think the fact that Scrooge McDuck is like somebody who blatantly works for his wealth is the part about him that's like the most important.
Yeah. And he also really hates his board of directors because, they try to take shortcuts.
They are vultures. I love that.
I do too. I love that he basically threatens them to get his way by saying, when they're trying to fire all of his employees, he's like, they're a bunch of eccentric loons, and if we fire them, they will be seeking revenge.
That's the fun part.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get the Ice Spyro power up this
Oh,
this
fuck
episode. Yeah. This is the area where you get that.
Nice. This area makes me want to play Hat in Time so bad.
Oh yeah, it's so much. You too?
Yeah, that was my favorite level in Hat in Time. The
Himalayan.
Because it was non-linear.
Yeah. I kind of wish the Snatcher levels were more non-linear too, which is
The
fine.
forest.
Yeah, because I love
like
that forest design. Give me a second. I love the forest. I love how like spooky it is, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I get why they tried to make it as linear as they did, or rather. It's not super linear, but it's like you do have to do things in a certain order. And it leads to some great spectacle. Which I think is how I can forgive it. Oh, here's a fun fact. This is the only area in which like fodder did not respawn originally.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, in the original game, the fodder did not respawn. And I'll tell you why. It's because the sheep are supposed to be frozen in stone.
Ah, and they can't really bring the stone back.
Yeah. As you can see, there's like little explosions and they hop around. You know, originally, what would happen was they would never respawn because of how they were programmed like that. And I guess it was an oversight. But
I think that's neat.
that's fair.
And that's a suitable thing for a late game level.
Fair enough.
That's an extra
Oh,
challenge.
dang it,
to
I screwed up. I have to talk to him.
I'm not leaving unless you wait behind the tree.
Oh, that voice is not aged well at all.
That's just a generic big dumb guy voice. Speaking of, I really like what Team 4-Star did with Raccoon. Because in the anime, Raccoon's voice is just big dumb guy.
Fair enough.
But in Team 4-Stars, he's a wrestler.
Oh, I absolutely vibe with that. I'm not even going to pretend.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of big dumb guys, Launchpad McQuack.
Oh, yeah, he's a himbo.
He really is like peak, I need a himbo material.
Yeah.
One of my favorite gags is when when they're it's the House of Lucky Yender episode in which they're in Macaw and Launchpad's out of the episode for most of it, and it's like, oh, I'm checking on my ex-girlfriend. You see, she's run into an issue with the local crime families.
Yeah, and then he's out of the episode for the entire episode until the end where he's like visibly beaten.
And carrying a child.
Yeah, it's like a panda or something.
Yeah, like a baby panda. And that's like that's fun. That's funny. I like that he doesn't really have a vision cone.
What? You managed to get here without following me? You must be a member of my secret club after all. Here, take this secret decoder. It will allow us to send secret messages.
Look at it long enough, and you'll see nothing at all. I love that he's just got a little flower garden here. That's kind of cute.
Break them.
No, you can't.
That's lame.
He's our friend. He's our dude. See? You wouldn't want to hurt Agent Zero's feelings. He let us into his secret club. So which of the three siblings is your favorite so far?
Louis.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
I do like that they do have very distinct personalities.
Oh yeah, definitely an upgrade. In the original, they definitely were like old, kind of generic,
Interchangeable.
Yeah.
And they make jokes about that.
Oh, absolutely, which is fun. But I do definitely agree. Making them each their own kind of unique character was for the best. And hey, one of them is even voiced by Sonic T. Hedgehog himself.
Yeah, the blue one. Because, you know, he voices all animated blue troublemakers.
Yeah, he's really working on it.
Yeah. I remember when there were rumors about, like, fucking Mega Man cartoon, and he just retweeted that with the eyeballs emoji.
Listen carefully, Spyro.
Or something.
If you want to get back to your homeworld, hold that orb and recite these 3 words. Klaatu, Verata, never mind.
Aw, I love War of the Worlds.
Fair enough.
What, were you gonna go with the Evil Dead?
Yeah.
I mean, Evil Dead was referencing War of the Worlds.
I mean, fair enough.
Our
Wait, was it War of the Worlds or was it the day the Earth stood still?
The day
Now
the
I
Earth
feel
stood
like an
still.
idiot. Damn it! I feel like an idiot now. Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. I love the blues. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I
God, I
saying?
feel like an idiot now that I made that such a stupid mistake.
On the topic of like movies, did you ever see like that one Nicolas Cage film where it's like the premise is there's like a book that contains like the date of every disaster that will happen, and like the people
Yeah,
who
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, and it turns out like what it was like the girl wasn't like the little girl like wrote down all these numbers, and it turns out the aliens were trying to contact her and the boy so that they could basically be Adam and Eve after the world was fucking destroyed.
No, it's a little different than that. What it was no, I have to. This guy's just a little too, you know. There we go. Nope, I'm just gonna run down the timer on that one. I botched that hard.
Yeah.
I'll just collect my gems here.
Yeah, both the boy's mom and the girl's dad end up dying right at the end.
The planet explodes.
Well, yeah, but they die before that in a car crash.
I suppose.
I'm pretty sure. Because that was the whole, like they had to kill off the parents so the kids would like want to leave.
No, I thought it was that Nicolas Cage was like, you have to go, preserve your future, live your lives, and then the aliens sort of take the kids away.
I mean, the mom definitely died in the car crash. I remember that much.
That was Nicolas Cage's wife character. She died in a car crash, and she's the one who gave him the book.
Well, no, the car crash. There was a car crash at the end of the movie.
Maybe. There were so many movies like where the premise was the world explodes generically, and I'm like, oh god, any of them could be right. You know, I'm gonna go with what you said. You sound like you have a better idea of what it was. That was such a dumb movie, and like the premise was so cool for like a thriller.
Let's see. Was it Knowing?
Maybe.
Let's see. Something about numbers. There's our dates and death tolls and geographical. Yeah, it was Knowing.
Okay. Something's up here. Oh, dang it. I have to freeze that guy to. Yeah, this is very pretty. I love the blues here. Okay, I have to let him run around again. Hey, let's just take a moment to just appreciate this look. I love how this model in particular, like Cinder's marks glow. Oh, am I supposed to?
You're having really bad trouble with this.
I know. I hate this in particular. I have to run it out.
Oh, that's lame, because you don't have fire. Is there no way to cancel it?
No.
Oh. I think the magma power-up is still my favorite, though, visually
That's fair.
speaking.
I think all the power-ups look very pretty in this game.
Yeah. You got it all.
Yeah,
I won. Don't skip through the cutscene this time.
I won't. I know you'll love this one. This one I remember. Hands off the controller.
Get fucked.
It's not as obvious with the higher fidelity graphics, but like in the original, his model was very pink.
I see.
Yeah, so it was like the other ones were like more like reddish brown. That one was like really pink. So we are an hour 46. I can definitely do this.
Yeah. Because we don't have enough content to do another.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna miss out on We're gonna miss out on the special world. Dang it!
What? No, I thought we were going to do the special world.
I mean, it takes a bit.
Oh, do you want to finish this and save the final boss and this next time then?
But that'd only be like a 20-minute episode. Besides, I'm making to just finish this. I'm having fun.
Yeah, and let's do the special world anyways.
Yeah, fair enough.
It'll be a long episode.
Nothing wrong with a long episode. The Crash episode was really short, so I don't mind it. I mean, if I really wanted to, it could have been longer, but oh god, I was not going to go for 100% completion on Crash 2. Well, I don't think we've talked about what I'll be doing after this one.
What? What are you doing?
We haven't talked about that. I don't think we've mentioned ideas for that yet.
For what?
For after Spyro 2.
Oh, DuckTales. Woo-woo.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
We talked about that this stream.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Either that or Banjo.
But both of those could be fun.
Yeah.
The DuckTales game is by the creators of Shantae.
I believe so.
Yeah. They've made some pretty good games and some pretty bad ones. Really, they're just keeping the lights on at the studio so they can just make more Shantae games. They really are one of those hit or miss companies, you know?
Yeah.
Which I
I've
don't
never
mind.
I've never played a Shantae game. Everything I know about her is from cultural osmosis.
Fair enough. She kind of had a resurrection over the years.
Yeah.
I'd recommend Half Genie Hero probably over like the newest game, Seven Sirens, because Seven Sirens is a little
Not good.
it's a Metroidvania, but they kind of half-ass it a little because it was originally meant for like an Amazon thing instead for exclusivity.
Oof. That sounds awful.
Yeah, so while it's fine, it's not nearly as good as like some of the other games they've made.
You know what always bugged me in cartoons? Whenever a character like starts reading a book, but they clearly open it to the middle of a page.
Fair enough. Oh. Speaking of characters reading books, the visual I had when you said that was that famous picture of like Wolverine looking at a photo from the original X-Men cartoon.
Yeah. I know the one that's a meme.
Yeah. Anyway, as I said, I've been watching the new X-Men show, and that is really good.
Yeah.
I know you're not gonna start it for a while, but like,
I doubt I'm even gonna watch it. I wasn't really that invested in the show, like the original show.
that's fair.
Like, I watched a few episodes whenever it was on, but I like didn't like get excited to watch it.
that's
each
fair.
week.
I can definitely get that sentiment. I really wasn't like big into the original '90s show either. But I can say this: the new show is really good. Like, some of the stuff they've done is like, wow. You know how like Cyclops is a bit of a joke? They really fix that.
You know what show I really enjoyed?
Is it Gargoyles?
I mean, yes, but also I was gonna say the Netflix He-Man.
Oh, that is good. I've been enjoying like everything out of that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even all that big into like any of the He-Man stuff even before then.
Oh, neither was I. I was a Thundercats kid.
Thundercats. Ho! How dare you say that about Chitra, by the way? Chitara. I lost Spark.
So, who do you think was a better villain, like in the base shows? Skeletor or Mum-Ra?
I don't remember anything about Mum-Ra, so I'm gonna have to go with Skeletor.
That's fair.
Skeletor can at least be funny, which I think is his saving grace. I mean, there's that famous image of him from like the from the He-Man holiday special.
I am not nice.
I am not nice, and while holding a puppy.
Yeah. One of the things I remember the most vividly was in the on the Cartoon Network website back in the early to mid thousands, back when they had games. There was a He-Man, or not He-Man. There was a Thundercats game that was basically Donkey Kong.
Huh. They had a few solid games on that website.
Yeah, they did. The Cartoon Network Hotel was the one like I vibed with the most.
Hotel.
The one where they were like, it was like a puzzle game. You had to like get items, talk to.
Did you play as Baboon?
What?
Didn't they make you play
IR
as
Baboon?
IR Baboon? Yeah.
No. You played as like some guy in a wife beater with like 5 o'clock shadow and like a slight sunburn.
No idea who that is, but fair enough.
It's I think it's like Cartoon Network Resort or something like that.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like IR Baboon is that just I feel like that would be an IR Baboon thing. I don't know why. That was such a weird show. I Am Weasel.
I mean, it was a spin-off of yeah, Cartoon Summer Resort.
Okay.
And you played as Uncle Gus.
Huh. Any relationship to Uncle Grandpa?
No.
Fair enough. People are too harsh on that show. It did nothing wrong. It was just dumb fun. Probably lean more on the dumb. I think, if anything, first impressions matter. Like, there are worse shows.
Uncle Gus was an old short from the 2000s that occasionally aired on Cartoon Fridays.
Okay.
But the most important impact he had was being the main character on the Cartoon Summer Resort.
Okay.
If you saw a picture, you'd know exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, probably.
Man, I remember that game slapping.
Well, I hope not, considering the guy's in a wife beater. Aren't I funny? Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking stuff up.
Fair enough. I'll just have to accept that whenever you don't laugh at something, you're just distracted looking up something funnier.
No, I'm trying to figure out who these characters are, because there's a lot of because it was most of the characters from Cartoon Network, but also a couple characters that were like from shorts that aired like maybe twice.
Mm.
Like
look at this guy with his little pink outfit.
nice, like Prickles and Vivian the cat.
Vivian the cat.
Yeah, was from a short called Faux Pas.
Huh, fair enough. I mean, I was thinking, in my head, I was imagining Vivian from Paper Mario, but as a cat, and I'm like, huh.
No, it's just like a tiger wearing a red dress.
Oh, not nearly as cute.
God, you know what I would go for right now?
What?
I want like an apple pie. I could just absolutely murder an apple pie right now.
Fair enough. I've been there.
Oh no, is this the raceway that Hunter's on that you kept fucking up?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking for gems now. Where are you pointing, Sparks? Oh, there we go.
Ah, right there. How many gems do you have so far?
I need 50 more.
49, but okay. That means there's probably like a thing that you gotta rocket in order to do, because don't those always have like 50 gems?
Yeah, but I already did that one.
Oh, fair. I guess there's probably just like an area that you missed that has 50 gems in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Watch it be behind the building you start in.
That would hurt. My soul, at the very least.
And Spyro 1 did it.
Yeah, quite a
In
few
that one
times,
level.
actually.
Yeah, but there's one level in particular where it was extremely egregious.
Oh, there we go. I'll say this, the grass foliage in this game gets... Oh, it's this.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
In my own hubris, I forgot about the mystery pot. Don't tell me. Do I get, like, the cutscene? Oh, there we go, yeah.
no, they're gonna wreck it. Somebody call Ralph.
I like Wreck-It Ralph. That's a good movie. Its sequel, not so much.
Yeah.
I know what they were aiming for with Ralph Breaks the Internet, but at the same time, like, I don't agree with it.
Because it's retreading the same, because of how it regresses the characters and also does a massive retcon which makes the entire first movie really dumb. You know, by having it be that you can just you can go turbo as long as you write your code into the game's data.
Yeah.
Hated that.
It was just sort of like there were parts of it that I was like, yeah, this could work, and then they kind of didn't, and I'm like, Also, Ralph being kind of awful was like,
Yeah, he was such an asshole.
I get what they're aiming for. Don't have a villain, make it like characters sort of leading into like the trend that was happening. Because Ralph,
Yeah.
the original Wreck-It Ralph really was like an older Disney film.
Yeah, it was in the peak of the twist villain era, whereas Ralph Breaks the Internet was in the height of the no villain era.
Fair enough. Oh, I like that shield. Which do you like more, the twist villain era or the no villain era?
I like the actual villain era.
Fair
you
enough.
know, before they started having every villain be a twist villain. Back when villains wore their evil on their sleeve, and they were proud of it. I'm talking Frollo, I'm talking Jafar, I'm talking Ursula.
Yeah, those are hard hitters, and I'm so mad about like King Fabulous or whatever his name is from Wish.
Who? Oh, yeah, no, I didn't even bother watching that.
I haven't either. I've seen like enough of it to know that it's just not my style.
There were a lot of gems in the area. Yeah, up there.
You know. You have to fly back for that. But I can get this in the meantime.
Have you ever seen Our Drawings?
Our
The movie?
drawings?
Our Drawings.
No, I don't think I have.
Don't, but definitely watch the, oh fuck, who was it? It wasn't Danny Gonzalez. Curtis Connor. Watch the Curtis Connor review of it.
Okay.
It's the movie with the beatboxing dog.
Oh, isn't that the Titanic movie?
No, that's the rapping dog.
Oh.
Or beatboxing puppy.
Oh, okay.
So the character is just having a conversation in the hallway, and one of them just says, "Beatboxing puppy," and then there's just beatboxing puppy that walks in.
I hate that. That's so lazy.
Oh no, it's so dumb. But it's dumb in one. It's one of those ones where actually watching it is probably a miserable experience, but talking about it is amazing. So that's why I recommend watching a review of it rather than actually watching it.
That's fair.
They do have a really good gag where at one point, because the whole plot is that drawings are alive, like there's a world that exists in a drawing, and everything this one character drew is alive in that world.
That's
so,
just Chalk Zone. How dare they?
It's worse than Chalk Zone. Chalk Zone was good. Chalk Zone had standards and rules.
The one episode of Chalk Zone that forever sticks in my mind is the episode with Perpetual Motion Device.
Oh boy. But yeah, in our drawings, what they have to find the original drawing, which is the first character that the protagonist ever made, because he's supposed to be the strongest because he was the first thing she ever drew. he's supposed to be the strongest. What do you want to guess what he's like? Like what do you think he is?
Um, a family member.
No, he's a stick figure.
Okay, fair enough.
Cause he's the first drawing. And he's like really chill about everything, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, it was either gonna be that or a family member. I was kind of going with the one that sounded like
Well,
more
no,
sincere.
she did draw a family member at one point. She drew her sister, and that turned her sister into a drawing and trapped her in the world, in the art world.
Well, that's even more fucked up. I changed my mind. That's awful.
The whole, the entire script seems like it's made of, but also the entire moral is that the world is leaving artists behind, and that's a bad thing. Despite the fact that it really feels like AI wrote it.
Ugh. Out of curiosity, like what's the tell for like AI wrote it?
The dialogue and the stuff that happens, there's no through line, and it's internal inconsistency. So, the girl gets, like, sees a shooting star or some shit, I don't remember, but she's able to make a wish. And in one scene, she says that she wishes that she was a great artist, and so, now she can, bring her drawings to life, with a magic pencil. But in the very next scene, which is like a time skip, she states that she was in a wheelchair and her wish was to be able to walk again. And then later on, it turns out that it's no longer that the thing she draws comes to life. The thing she draws ends up being in this magical drawing world, and also she doesn't need the magic pencil. It's so inconsistent with how it works. And also, as a child, she was British. The only human written line is in the cutscene, or it's not cutscene. It's in the time skip. I genuinely believe this is the only line an actual human wrote, because it is that stupid. And it's that she says, and because I spent so many years growing up in the United States, I lost my British accent.
Fair.
The child the person who voiced her as a child was British, but the person who voiced her as an adult isn't. So instead of just hiring an American voice actor to voice her as a child, they just threw in that line.
I hate that.
It's so dumb. It is so dumb. I will send you the review video.
Are you familiar with because while we were talking about this, I was thinking about a much better version of that exact premise. Are you familiar with the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 80s?
The ones where they all wore masks of the same color?
Yes.
And it was
No,
super dark.
no. That's the that I meant like the one with the TV show.
Oh, yeah, the TV show.
There was that had comics, and
Yeah.
one comic that I read from that has stuck with me for years is a tribute to, I believe it was Jack Kirby or Steve Ditko. It was one of the two. I'm pretty sure it was Jack Kirby. Where there's a guy living in like the basement of April O'Neil's house, and he draws stuff and it comes to life.
Yes, you told me about this.
Yes, and did I?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Anyway, he draws stuff and it comes to life, and he meets Donatello, and they do a recreation of this in the 2013 2003 show.
2003. Yeah.
The 2003 show has like
Teenage
a
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
turtles counting down.
Turtles 1. 2.
1 by the code of the martial art. 2 ready when no one else starts. 3 stick together no matter what.
We gotta have a shell of the time.
That is such a good song, and it. but yeah, that one where's he looking? Okay, I think he's looking outside. Yeah, it's clear that the last gem is probably outside. Yeah, but yeah, that was a whole there was like a whole episode of the 2003 series that's a tribute to that comic, and it's
Neat.
and it just stuck with me, and I'm like, that's what art means. You just create these worlds, and it means so much to people. And of course, the guy dies at the end because, as I said, it's a tribute.
Yeah.
But it means something, you know.
Mhm. So, the oh god, what was I gonna say?
Oh, there we go. That was it.
Nice.
Come on, get me. There we are.
You know what show is really, really underrated? Just because it's a really good show, but also the bar was set so high due to what came before.
A Legend of Korra.
Well, yes, but also, did he just plan his own suicide?
Maybe.
Because he looked at his watch before moving forward.
Fair enough. Maybe he was just like really tired.
And I'm pretty sure that was a bus.
Yeah. Okay, we got a choice here. There is one more flying area. Do you want to do that, or do you want to go right to the final boss?
So let's get the final area. We got
Okay.
100% it.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Batman.
That is a good show. Wow.
It's on Netflix. But yeah, the Batman was really good, and one of my favorite episodes is the one with the dude who has got the power to reset time.
Oh, that's a good one. I've actually rewatched that one like this year.
Yeah, because in it, Batman fucking dies, I think. But so
Everybody
does the guy.
dies.
Yeah, everyone dies, including the guy's daughter, and
Son.
that's causes him. Son.
Yeah, it's a
Weird,
son.
I thought it was a daughter. Okay. Yeah. Including the dude's kid, which causes him to get so angry, he does a true reset back to the point where everything went wrong.
The crucial
and-
decision.
Yeah, and so he ends up making the right decision this time, doesn't go to prison, gets to raise his kid, and ends up getting hired to fix Bruce Wayne's clock several years down the line.
I mean, he already
back
cleaned
when-
Bruce Wayne's clock, but we don't talk about that timeline.
Yeah. Well, no, Bruce Wayne probably made it out fine. He killed Batman. Bruce Wayne wasn't even there.
He's probably at the celebration. He probably got gas with everybody else.
Oh no, Bruce Wayne's got a safe room.
Fair
probably.
enough.
He owns the city, pretty much.
But yeah, that is a good episode. I think the thing that sticks out about it the most is the fact that it's like it begins where it ends where it begins.
Yes, I'm a big fan of that kind of motif. You know what I really hate? Whenever people are like, Batman's so rich, he should just he should just use his money to fix all the problems. Like, the problems with Gotham are systemic. Like, no amount of money is going to fix it. And also, he does use his money to do as much as he can to make Gotham better.
I like that, even though like the Batman, really good movie, does tackle the issue of like It is
This is-
systemic. It also shows that like the symbol of Batman is important as well.
Yeah, I really liked the Batman. Robert Pattinson was really good.
Alfred doesn't get much attention, which I think is like the one thing I can say. I was like, I kind of wish there was
Yeah.
more Alfred because they brought in like Andy Serkis, who was really good. But
Yeah.
his absence is not missed in an otherwise great movie.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, Robert Pattinson was a fantastic Batman. I really, really do like year one Batman kind of stories like that, and Batman Begins. No, those are really good.
Yeah, I like that how they do the opening where like the criminals are looking in fear at the shadows just because he
Yeah.
could be there.
Yeah, and but like they still don't even know if he's actually exists. He's clearly just a rumor. Like it's clearly just a rumor that's become a boogeyman to Gotham's underground.
I like that people call him Vengeance.
Yeah, it's so goofy. Yeah, he's like it's obvious the rumor's probably like whenever bad shit happen or whenever you're doing bad shit, sometimes something comes out of the dark and kicks your ass.
Okay, but seriously, that one guy who gets his ass handed to him in Joker makeup looks so much like Doug Walker.
Yeah.
He does look like Doug Walker. That's the funniest part. Even Doug has mentioned it. He's like, "Wow, I didn't know it was in this movie."
Yeah.
It really is the goatee.
Yeah, and the bald hair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because it was after Doug Walker shaved his head.
Yeah, his hair's been shaved for a while.
I like it. He rocks the bald. He
does.
does a good. He does a good bald.
If you want to test that power crystal, why don't you try it
Who the hell's this asshole?
Stand still, I promise.
I like that idea. Dragon, you've just sealed your fate.
Okay, time to stand still.
Well, duh.
I mean, he did promise we'd stand still.
Spyro, we want to help you fight Ripto.
Get out of the way. You're gonna get shot. Oh, he's really taking his time there. Hunter, seriously? There we go. Blue! Give me blue! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do you know how hard it is to hit you sometimes, Ripto? Honestly, I prefer all the other colors. The blue's the hardest to aim. Oh, fuck. I walked into that one. That one's on me. Yes! Yes! Green? No,
Hell yeah!
that
Kill
was
him
red.
with green.
No, I got red.
Oh.
Oh, say this. What they do for this? Where he like oh
The different elemental colors. Oh, that ain't good.
oh I know what's going on here. The
What?
green particles. The red one's supposed to have your flame effect, but because I'm
Oh.
because I have the thing that changes my my color to green.
Well, you killed him. How
He's
could
dead.
you?
I promised to stay still and then I murdered him. Oh shoot.
Oof, that ain't good. You're out of spark.
Oh fuck. His aim gets a little better. I hate that.
He starts shooting where you're gonna be, not where you are.
Yeah. Dang it. Come on, Hunter, drop one near me.
Oh, that's a green.
I like that Ripto gets slightly faster every time you hit him, by the way.
Huh, neat.
Yeah.
So, okay. It becomes whatever the last one you picked up was.
Yes. Oh,
What if you turn on your permanent super breath here?
you can just toast this fight. Like it's not even close. When you have like super breath, you can just like blow him away.
If you die again, we should turn on the super breath.
Fair enough. I'm not getting toasted this time. I just had to have a warm up.
As fire was coming right at you.
I mean, yeah, that's why I said
Well,
it.
I mean, if you get a warm up too long, if you warm up for too long, you're gonna get toasted.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you can you can tell how tired I am.
Get out of my way. There we go.
Oh, you stole it from under his nose.
I stole it from under his giant mechanical face.
Yeah, in which his nose is. Do you know anyone whose nose isn't on their head?
Fair enough.
Jesus Christ, Hunter. Hunter, what the shit?
Why would you do this to me, Hunter? Clearly, he's working with the enemy.
Yeah. He's not to be trusted.
Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Phase 3. I do like that these
Yay.
orbs are golden.
Oh, he's got a pterodactyl. I'm going to assume that building a castle on a lava was not the best idea.
Clearly, somebody's
How
at
did-
fault here.
How did he take damage when you got hit early?
No idea. I guess it's they threw a fireball.
I bet you can't fireball his fireballs.
Yeah, that'd be convenient.
Is it one of those things that you can actually do that you just haven't?
Maybe. I don't think you can.
You should try.
Oh, he can fly out of bounds, but I can't.
I'm a dick.
This fight is slightly harder than it should be because they shrink the size of your fireball.
That sucks.
Yeah. The hitbox for the fireball breath in this game is shorter than it was, smaller than it was in the original. There we go.
You killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, what a world! What a world!
I like that in the original. He just sort of accepts his fate. In this one, he just falls. There we go.
No, not into the pit. It burns.
Who's this guy taking credit for all my work?
You don't need credit. You know what you did,
Fun fact.
and that's satisfying.
I'll tell you this fun fact when we get to the super world.
Yeah, I better. They'll be missing me in the Dragon Worlds, and I've still got a vacation to take. I need it more than ever now.
Before you go, I think that Moneybags has something he wants to give you.
I most certainly do not.
Hunter,
Hell yeah, mug him.
Spyro, Moneybags is.
I'm gonna use this to crush his face. Do you know how heavy a bag of gems can be?
Keep the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks.
Fair enough.
Sparks, can you grab them?
Let me just type in the new coordinates and there. Spyro, you can now go to Dragon Shores.
Hey, why don't you guys come with me? I bet you could use a holiday.
I'm afraid we can't, Spyro. Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage during his short stay. We'll be cleaning up for weeks. Just remember, though, that you can always get back to Avalar from Dragon Shores if you want to visit.
Well, okay. Come on, Sparks. We got a lot of vacation to catch up on.
How convenient that Allura is the only authority figure left behind.
It's Wizard of Oz all over again.
We can skip the credits here.
Yeah.
So,
In Wizard of Oz, at the end, the only authority figure left is Glinda, because the two other witches are dead, and the wizard has been lost in the hot air balloon.
yeah, fair enough. By the way, this is my favorite part. I just love this. This is such a stupid detail, but like, it's a little puddle I can just swim in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of Norks here.
Yep. Well, let's get the real prize real quick.
The Infinite Flight.
The infinite
Er,
fire breath, which I already turned off, so it doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything.
Oh, hit the dunk tank.
Oh, right.
Step rock. Here's a baseball.
So there is a mod for this game, because you know how Sparks has legs now.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like that for many reasons. Because he looks kind of cute without them. I'm gonna be honest. But
Yeah.
there's a mod to remove the legs from Sparks' model. Do you want to know what the mod is called?
Better Sparks?
No.
What?
My legs.
My legs!
It's a SpongeBob reference.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it like the SpongeBob guy.
Yep. Yeah, you did. Is there one more? I thought I only
Like
got like
it.
3 from this guy. Oh,
Good shot.
okay. Yeah, he tells me he's out of tokens.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so let's do this real quick. Tunnel of Love. Who do we get?
I'm gonna guess Hunter.
The Tunnel of Love. It really does show like there's so many relationships that just can exist, like man and cat, old man and gerbil,
Penguin and Fawn.
siblings, Fawn and Monk. Oh, and Cinder and Monk.
What? They don't have Romeo and Juliet?
No, unfortunately not.
That seems like the most obvious
They
choice.
should
to
have.
put
I'm
in
gonna be
there.
honest. Yeah. Now
There
that you
has
say
to
it
be a
out loud.
mod. There has to be a mod that puts them in there.
There we go. We're kind of burning through this fast, huh?
Well, yeah. That tends to happen when you spit fire.
Fair enough. So while we're here,
Yeah.
what retro platformer would you like to see a revival next if they got like the Reignited treatment?
Oh, Glover.
That's fair.
Glover was good.
I played Glover once, and I'm like, I definitely know why people weren't like jazzed about it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, it didn't do anything wrong either. This is
It
a
was
different kind of
it
platformer.
yeah, it was a puzzle game basically.
No. Who put their baby on a track? Oh, this is the hazard.
An irresponsible parent. But how do we know? These tracks are so dangerous.
I mean, just look at it. The entire thing looks like it's barely held together. Look, this is marble, but the interior is wood. How messed up is that?
Alright. What?
I do like the giant mecha dragon in the background. That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Dragon Shores at least keeps its wonderful aesthetic.
Oh yeah. God, I'm thinking about how much I love Catherine Tate. She's such a good actress.
Oh, she's a ton of fun. Her stint as Magic Dispel is like, yeah, she could definitely play a villain if she wanted to.
I would love to see her in a really big villain role.
Dang it.
Can you speed up?
No. There we go. We gotta really hug that because it's like it's a kind of finicky on the turn, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
Loop-a-de-loop.
worth it. I do love me a good loop de loop.
Me, I want a loop de loop. Oh wait, that's not how the song goes.
Loop de loop and pull.
I don't remember how the Alvin and Chipmunks Christmas song goes.
I couldn't tell you either. I was never all that big into Alvin and the Chipmunks anyway.
Where was I?
I do remember like one of the movies was a Halloween special, I think, where
Yeah.
Theodore is like, you should judge a book by its cover, and that was like
The werewolf one?
I think it was that or Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
That poor guy almost got killed because Theodore was incapable of getting his rhythm and rhymes right. Dang it.
Yeah. Got.
The live action movies are bad.
They are so fucking bad. You ever see the one where they're like way too human looking?
No.
Oh god. It's really cursed. Cuz they look like humans but with like the chipmunk marking.
Hmm. I mean, the designs even in the live action movies still have a like human look to it, which I was like,
Yeah. What was your favorite Alvin and Chipmunks movie?
None of them. I didn't really watch Alvin and the Chipmunks.
There. The only ones I've seen are the Frankenstein one and the
It's so hard
So
to hit those red balloons. I'm gonna be totally honest.
Yeah. That makes sense.
They as I said, they did shrink the hitbox. And it just shoots forward in one direction. There's no like auto. There's no like. There's no, like, graceful turn arc. I'm gonna do a turn just to make sure I got them. Okay, I got them both. Nice.
How are you even supposed to get the red ones?
And you're supposed to just fire at the right time. There we go.
I see.
It's a little finicky, which is part of its issue.
Yeah, makes sense.
That guy almost got me again.
Imagine if you biffed it right at the end.
That would suck, I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't even know if I'd have the will to continue.
If it did happen, you could say you were having trouble with the trolley.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, missed.
You missed! You missed! He was right in front of you! You missed!
You know what I really like about the finale of Avatar?
What was it? Oh, shoot. Oh, he didn't show up. Okay.
The fight against Aang and Sozin. Or not Sozin,
Ozai.
Ozai. Yeah, during Sozin's comet. Because he uses, like, within the first minute, Aang utilizes all four elements in a very effective manner. And I really like that. That and even in his avatar state, he is using techniques that we have seen Toph and Katara and Zuko do. So it's not just that he's bending the elements, but he's using the techniques that his friends personally taught him. And I think that is a really, really good way to to showcase how far he's come. Also, the episode title is a really good way to showcase how far he's come, because you know the first episode was called "The Boy in the Iceberg," and the final episode is called Avatar Aang.
Fair enough. I actually have this poster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, it is concept art, but still, I have it as a poster. There we go, folks. That's it. That's Spyro Reignited.
Yay!
Yay, we did it! 2 hours,
I
38
won.
minutes. Exactly.
Yeah! Alright, thank you everybody for watching. There's plenty of other stuff on the channel, like Paper Mario 64.
Yeah.
Which should be up by the time this goes up. You make sure it's posted on Monday, Scraps.
Will do.
There's also Pikmin 2 being played by our friend Biddy. And there's a couple tabletop RPGs like my D&D homebrew campaign, World of Tapir, where in the last episode they met some very interesting characters.
Fair enough.
So, comment challenge of the day.
What what video game would you like to see a revival of, if we haven't asked this before?
Yeah, what video game would you like to see a full HD remake of? Or HD remaster? No, yeah, remake. Wait, what's the difference between a remake and a remaster? Remaster is just upscaling the textures, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so remake. I think that I would love to see, if we expand beyond platforming, I think I would love to see a from the ground from the ground up remake of Metroid Fusion.
Fair enough. Would you want it to be in like 3D, or would you want it to remain 2D?
No, the Dread engine.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I could see it in the Dread engine.
Yeah. That and also Super Metroid.
Okay,
Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion in the Dread engine. Those would be rad.
fair enough. Um,
What about you?
is it too easy mode to go Banjo-Kazooie?
I mean, as long as it doesn't end up looking bad like the Conquer remake did. God, the Conquer remake was such a shit show.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I'm gonna be honest. Live and Reloaded, right?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, I've heard mixed things about that one.
Yeah. So, with that out of the way, there's nothing else to say, but good night, everybody!
Good night, everybody.